Alright, hello everyone, so let's take a look at the market today. Now I've got gold in front of me. I've already posted the swing hours on the website, so you should have them. Just a reminder, New York's got an early close today. Also, it's not open tomorrow. Okay, so the US will be closed. So let's take a look. But Asia is still open. London obviously is open. London will be open. Asia will be open. Also, Asia will be open tomorrow as well, despite the fact that US is closed, and that's still giving us an opportunity where the market can continue to push up. Now, let's take a look. Now remember, this is gold, right? On the weekly, we're right in a squeeze here. So this is just waiting for a bust. Okay, so we're either going to push up and break out or break down. Okay. On the daily, we've already kind of like broken out. Now, according to the price, this can go either way. Why? Let me get rid of this. Okay, because we're in a sandwich zone here. All right, so we're either going to break out or we're just going to break down. Okay, one or the other. So what can we do here? Well, we can look at the PST indicator. All right, now our PST indicator is right on the edge here. Okay, and that level, as you can see, is 50.61, which is 2,330. Right, so that's that. So if this thing breaks out, it has to go above 2,330 on the daily. So 2,330 is there. All right. Now it's already gone above that a little bit. Okay, and as you can see, the market is going sideways after that impulse wave. Why did I mark this level the other day? Because this is the zone where the market shot up and it's got gaps here. All right, so this is either going to be something like, sideways market and we're going to crash down, or it's going to be sideways, we're going up. Now remember from your technical analysis lessons, when we got a sideways market, what do? You buy the lows in the direction of the impulse wave. If you have done that over Monday and Tuesday, you should be in the money. Okay, because I've pointed them out. And this was an Astro hour on Monday, nice and easy going up. Astro hour on Tuesday, nice and easy going up. Astro hour on Tuesday again in the evening, nice and easy going up. Okay, so if you're following it according to our technical analysis learning as well, buying the lows to pop up is okay. So am I going to be longish on this one? Not a bad idea. This is a zone 2,325, which is, where did I get that from? 2,325, 2,330. I'm sure I got it from somewhere. Okay, maybe I got it from the weekly or the monthly. 2,321. We already done that. 2,000. No. Okay, maybe I got it off the hourly chart. Okay, which is also fine. This bar is also good. The market can retrace a little bit, but I think, we can go up with this. If the market sticks around here, it's fine. The swing hours are here. If we start to push down and then go up, or if we stick around here and start going up, I think it's fine to do so as well. Okay, so that's basically it on this one. All right, like I said, take a look at your Astro hours, swing hours. Now in the afternoon, okay, I've marked in between 2:50 and 4 o'clock, okay, on the members area, 2:50 to 4 o'clock. However, you might want to look to get in closer to 4 o'clock. Okay, closer to 4 o'clock. And that's basically it. So let's take a look at euro dollar. Now with the euro dollar, here we are. Let's turn this into a 15-minute chart. I was following this yesterday. Here we are. Okay. Now yesterday the market came to the weekly pivot zone at the Astro hour. So if you went in there, that's fine. Why? Because remember, the market's gapped here. Okay, and you already know from your technical analysis that this needs to be filled. Nicely filled in, now retesting the upper level, and that's 1.0750, remember, which we said should be and can be a sell level. Okay, remember we had two levels yesterday. Okay, so closing up there. Now if you take a look at your daily, okay, here we are. Okay, one was the PST level and the other one was that. You see, the market is pretty indecisive, but this zone is a buy zone. Now they've tapped into this quite a lot. Okay, so the buying is pretty exhaustive, but that's also giving us a good sign. If I take a look at the weekly, this is the weekly. This is just sheer indecisiveness. So how to deal with this? Well, you can sell at 54, 1.0764, 1.0764. Now this is from yesterday. I'll keep it there for the moment. 1.0764 is there. Alright, so this is a sell zone here. At swing hours we can still sell this off. Okay, if you want to buy, you're going to need to come down back to an order block to fill in a gap here, and that's down there. On the euro dollar daily, yeah, that's basically it. Your first support is going to be if the price goes above the LCL 10748. 0748, which is already done, is here. Okay, so that won't matter for us. Neither will this now, because this is done from yesterday. If you sold there in the Asia session at 345 is there, and 10 past 3 is there. Alright, so it's a 10 past 3, 345 is on this bar there. So if you sold there, okay, the market's come down a little bit here, as you can see, but still, you know, this is very tricky. Okay, so the only thing we can do is sell there, and that's about it. If it breaks above that, then obviously don't stand in front of it, because it means we've got room to go up. Weekly support is 41, 1.0690, and that's already there, which we talked about before. Okay, so if it does want to come down, it can come down all the way into there. So, you know, kind of like selling is okay if the market goes up. If the market doesn't go up, but it mucks around here below the previous week and the previous day highs, okay, if it mucks around here, then selling also might be an option as well, because this looks like a peak formation. So they've kind of like gone up, cleaned everyone, and did a short sell. If it mucks around above this, okay, then it could be bullish. So you have to be ultra careful when selling that level. SP 500. Now then, as you can see, the market bouncing off our lines. Remember, I gave levels on this, and those are your levels. And look at that, that's your 245 yesterday. Okay, and if you went in there, you would have been fine. Okay, so, wait a minute, yesterday is, yes, 255 I gave. Okay, so 255, so let's say 3 o'clock, right? On the 3 o'clock buy, if you went long, you should have made a killing, that's fine. Why? Because if you're using your ATM, look where we're at. Look where the market is bouncing off the line, off the line, off the line. Okay, so it comes down to those lines and just keeps bouncing up. Okay, and then going back up again. Now the resistance is 73, 5,515. 5,515 is there. So what's going to happen? If it breaks above that, we've got room to go because, as you can see, we're breaking out. Okay. Also, there's divergence here. All right. So if you're going to sell, then I'd be careful selling. Okay. Also, look, today we've got news. So we want to be a little smart. Do the right thing. Okay, which is this is Wednesday, right? So on Wednesday it's early close at 1 p.m. but look what we've got here. All of these are still coming out. So needs a bit care. All right. Now this could also be, you see, it's a big trend up. Could be a distribution zone. All right. So selling the highs could also be a good option. All right. If I turn this into a 1 hour chart, you'll see it's going sideways. So selling the highs, not a bad idea. Okay, it's still a good idea. Might sweep the highs because everybody's stop losses will be there. Let's see if those are even highs. Pretty much even highs. So this zone, or sweeping the top and then coming back down, is also okay. All right, that's that. So be mindful. Okay. Okay, so that's going all the way into there. Okay, so that's fine. On the Dow Jones as well. So we'll have the same kind of setup on Dow Jones. Once again here, if I do 3 p.m., that's your 3 p.m. All right, so 255 here, right on the low, and that's your 3 o'clock. Beautiful, going all the way into that zone. All right, so targeted that, nice and easy. Now on the daily, we here, this looks like it's going to break out, and if it does, we've got room to go. All right, so we've got room to go if it does go up, and that's fine. Let me get rid of this. $61.39.550. So 39.550. Keep it on your radar. Okay, 39.550. There. So this zone is a possible resistance. 62.39.346. 39.346, which is pretty much here. Okay, so yeah, if it starts to break above this, that's going to be your zone. So you need to manage the trade there because that's a weekly PST. Okay, so be careful if you're trading the Dow, but things should be just as usual. Remember, we talked about this because that's the gap there. Okay, so market selling off from that level or stopping here or targeting this zone is normal because of the gap. Right, if we just did this as well, this is where I got the values from yesterday, and this is today a PST level. If it breaks out, we've got room to go up. and there you go, higher highs, higher lows, so it's still pushing up. Okay, we'll see how that pans out, because overall we are still in the double top zone. Okay, the M here, okay, but we haven't broken below the neckline, so could still push up. Okay, not a problem. Let's take a look at NASDAQ. Would have been the same kind of thing if you're following whatever you're following, because I'm generally following gold, euro, dollar, SP 500, not looking at these, but there you go. Alright, once again, this must be 3 o'clock. That's your 3 o'clock, and market just going up. Okay, and that's all good. On the weekly, as you can see, we were right at resistance 74, 20,034, which is 20,034 is pretty much done. Okay, so if you're using your PST, you're pretty much done. Okay, it should hit that. On the daily, that's already a breakout, so this has got room to even go higher, as you can see. Okay, it's all good there as well. Alright, upwards motion channel. That hasn't broken down. If it had broken down, this is where we want to come to in order to do some decent buying, and in my opinion, sooner or later it will have to get down there. Okay, even into this zone here where the big wick is and this level. So sooner or later, one way or another, we're going to get there. We'll see how that pans out. Okay, if you want to buy into it, 63 is 19,900, 19,900 is the daily pivot. Okay, so if you want to get in there, that's your daily pivot, is where you can buy. I'm going to get rid of that. If it comes back into there, you can go long here. Okay, daily pivot, good to go long. Weekly pivot, good to go long if you want to go up. Okay, if it breaks above there, pulls back, and you want to go long, it's okay. If it's a swing hour, you got to be careful there. What are the targets there on the weekly? The next one is LCL1, which is 2,800 on the weekly. So yeah, you got to have, you got to have some money management. So that 20,098 is going to be one target, and if it goes above that, then you can think about the next ones. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. Now with the indices going up, we'll see how this pans out. There you go. Now remember, I said this should be selling. Just out of curiosity, I want to know when they sold. That's your 3 o'clock there. And then what did we have yesterday? 420. 420 is there. Alright, so 420, and then it came down, and there you go. Alright, so it's pushing down. But remember, we were thinking the same thing. So market goes down, we have an A, B, C up, closing the gap, selling off. Okay, it's all good. We should come lower than this. Okay, but you can target that if you've sold off. 32 is a target, which is 58,468, which is going to be above that. Okay, and then you got 24, 54,500. Yeah, and that's even lower, obviously. 54,500 is going to be far further down. On the weekly, let's see if you got a target there. We don't have a price on that, so we're going to have to get rid of that. Okay, how do you want to pan this out? If you're using your ATAM, you can draw this. Okay, that's going to be your zone. If you want to make it parallel, let's see if that's going to be parallel to that. Yeah, it's parallel to this. Okay, so that's also fine. And yeah, the other thing is from bottom to bottom. There you go. Alright, so this zone will probably be a bit supportive. Okay, but this has got room to go, and on the monthly, as you can see, we've got room to come down. Okay, all the way into that $50,000 zone, like I did mention. Alright, I hope that helps.